So let me again take this opportunity to welcome you to the official weigh-in for Glory 41 Holland, and our thanks to the beautiful Steigenberger Hotel here near the airport in Amsterdam for sponsoring and hosting our weigh-ins today. It's also our home while we've been here all week and enjoyed our return to the sports motherland for a great night of fights coming up tomorrow night at Brabant Holland Den Bosch. Of course, it's a great night of heavyweights. We have a heavyweight tournament. We also will have Hesdy Gerges back in the spotlight in front of his hometown fans. And we have the return of the king of kickboxing, Rico Verhoeven, who will also be involved in a 5-round super fight that we'll tell you about. And the featherweight title is on the line tomorrow night. It's a vacant belt at the moment, but someone will take it home tomorrow night. Will it be Pet Patamroon Kiatmukau or will it be Robin van Roosmalen? It is a big night of kickboxing, as always, for the world's premier kickboxing organization. My name is Tim Hughes. I'll be emceeing the event tomorrow night. On the broadcast side, of course, Todd Grisham, former world champion Joseph Valtellini, and Whitney Miller will be handling that for all of our fans that are going to be watching around the world. Before we get to the official weigh-in and bring our athletes up, I want to bring up a couple of important people. Our managing director of sports, Mr. Cor Hemmers, who is always with us. And our chief executive officer, Mr. John Franklin, who I think just stepped off the airplane to be here. All of our bouts are sanctioned by the International Sport Kickboxing Association. Byram Korkmaz is here with us. And, of course, Raffles is here to help us with the weigh-in, so we appreciate them all. Please welcome to our Glory girls, Stephanie, Madeline, and Felicia. As I mentioned, we will have a four-man heavyweight contender tournament, and we'll get right to it, starting at the very opening bell of Glory 41 Holland, and that means we need a reserve fighter for our tournament, just in case one of our tournament fighters is unable to continue. That reserve fighter is Brian Dowis, so we'll get him onto the scales first. Brian, of course, the hitman from the Netherlands. His record, 44 wins with 20 losses, 2 bouts scored even, and 26 career knockouts. 104.6 for Brian Dowis. The first of 2 semifinals will pit Yanis Stafaridis taking on Anderson Braddock Silva. Stafaridis will always have the distinction, by the way, of being the first Greek fighter to ever step into the Glory ring from Kavala, Greece. 25-5 with 12 knockouts. He goes by the nickname of Hercules. 105.3 for Stafaridis. He comes in on a 4-fight win streak. Braddock Silva now to the scales, currently ranked number 9 in the world rankings, the Glory World Rankings. Anderson fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil with 40-16-1 as a career record. This will be his 15th Glory appearance. 107.2 for Anderson Silva, a 2012 World Grand Prix runner-up, former Brazilian national champion. He was with us in Chicago at Glory 38. We'll have them stand by as we move to the other half of the bracket. Muhammad Abdallah here to take on D'Angelo Marshall. Abdallah fighting out of Germany by way of Lebanon. 12-1 his record with 5 knockouts. This will be his Glory debut. .105.6 for Abdallah, became the German national champion back in 2015, and last year racked up the titles of Intercontinental, European, and World Champion. His opponent, D'Angelo Marshall, fighting out of Curacao. 14-2 with 8 career knockouts. (111 even for D'Angelo Marshall. He debuted in Los Angeles at Glory 37. Turned out to be an extra round affair with Guto Innocent. Our four-man heavyweight contender tournament, the winner of each of the semis will fight later in the evening. There you see the beautiful Ramon Deckers trophy, but more importantly, one of these men will move one step closer to a shot at a heavyweight championship of the world. So we begin with the heavyweights. We then move to the opposite end of the scales, the featherweight division. Wilson Sanchez Mendez here to take on Chen Longzhong out of China. Sanchez Mendez to the scales first, 5-2-1 to make his Glory debut. He was a tournament reserve fighter for us in Brussels at Glory 39. 64.6 for Sanchez Mendez. And Chen Longzhong here from Shenzhen City, China. 38-5 at 19 years old, already with 43 career bouts and 11 knockouts. 64.5 for Zhong, a three-time featherweight champion trained in Muay Thai. We'll then move right back to the heavyweight division. Tomas Brown steps in on short notice to take on Hesdy Gerges. Tomas, 81-17-3, winner of 5 of his last 6, a WKN and WKA world champion. 102.1 for Tomas Brown, the Rattlesnake. And he'll be here to take on Hesdy Gerges. $110.3 for Hesdy, fighting out of Egypt by way of the Netherlands, 49-18-1. There was a lot of hype around his fight with Chai Lewis Perry, who dropped out last week due to injury. Hesdy was with us at Glory 35 Nice and participated in the heavyweight contender tournament there.
Here with Hesdy Gerges. Hesdy, you had to take this fight on 2 weeks' notice, at least a different opponent. What's that been like for you?
No, for me, it's no problem. You know, I'm experienced and I'm used to fight every fighter, so for me, it's no problem.
Chai Lewis Perry suffered a hand injury. I'm sure he's watching right now. Would you like to send out some good well wishes to him?
I don't have good words, any good words for Chicken Lewis Perry. He's a really chicken, and I hope Glory will not invite him anymore to fight.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
That will be followed by the finals of our contender tournament and wrap up our Glory 41 portion of the evening. We'll take about a half hour to reset the ring mat and get things ready for the Super Fight Series, the biggest ever, I would say, in all of my time with Glory. And we look forward to presenting that in front of all of the Dutch fans at Glory 41 Holland, again coming tomorrow night at the Brabant Holland and Boos. And we'll begin in the featherweight division. Yetkin Azkul taking on Zakaria Zugari. Azkul fighting out of Turkey by way of Paris, France, 69-9 with a career record. They call him Turkish Dynamite. Trained in Muay Thai, he's a Taekwondo black belt. 64.8 for Yetkin Azkul. And Zakaria Zugari fighting out of the Netherlands, 28-3-1 with 15 career knockouts. This will be his Glory debut, but let me tell you, Double Z has made a name for himself in Asia with spinning back fist and double knee knockouts. 64.2 for Zugari. Dynamite, as they say, does indeed come in small packages. From the featherweights to the lightweights, Youssef Aswik and Tajani Bastati. These guys very similar with career records of 12-1, one with 5 knockouts, one with 7. Aswik is here fighting out of Denmark. He's an amateur world champion, and he fought on the undercard with us in Copenhagen. 69.8 for Aswik. And Tajani Bastati, 12-1 with 5 knockouts, undefeated in 2 prior Glory appearances. 69 even for Bastati, who is also, by the way, a 6-time amateur Dutch champion and a 1-time European champion in his amateur career. Two young lightweights trying to prove that they are the next big thing in the lightweight division here in the world with Glory Sports International. And then it's the light heavyweights. This should be fireworks. Michael Dute taking on Morad Bouzidi. Dute to the scales first, out of the Netherlands, 40-7 with 17 knockouts. The Dream Crusher had the fight of the year at Germany at Glory Collision, that extra round affair with Daniel Ilunga. 94.3 for Michael Dute. And Morad Bouzidi is back in the Glory ring for the 12th time, 79, 23-2 with 34 career knockouts, a winner of 4 of his last 5. 94.6 for Bouzidi.
Michael, real quick, last time we saw you in a Glory ring, you competed in the 2016 Fight of the Year. What do you remember about that night?
Yeah, it was a good fight. So, yeah, what do I remember? Oh, there was a war, and I promised a war tomorrow also. So, yeah.
All right, well, good luck to you.
Yeah, thank you.
And then we turn to the welterweight ranks of Glory. Alan Scheinsen taking on Mertel Grunhardt. Scheinsen steps up first out of Argentina, 48 wins with just 4 career losses, but 37 of those 48 wins have come by knockout. 76.4 for Scheinsen, who was also with us in Los Angeles at Glory 37, an Argentinian national champion in 3 weight divisions. And then Mertel Grunhardt. Mertel out of the Netherlands, 64, 22-3. The Predator will make his 14th Glory start. 76.6 for Grunhardt, who, by the way, comes in off a TKO dismantling of Tongchai. Mertel told us yesterday he's still a little hot under the collar for not getting the next shot at the belt, but he is ready to spend that energy tomorrow night at the Brabant Holland in Den Bosch.
I might chip, boss, man.
Then it's the Featherweight World Championship, 5 rounds for a vacant belt. Pet Patamroon Kiat Mukau taking on Robin van Roosmalen. Pet Patamroon fighting out of Thailand. Look at this career record. 156 wins, 35 losses, 2 draws, 25 of those wins by knockout. He's undefeated in 3 prior Glory appearances. And, of course, he punched his ticket to this fight by winning the Contender Tournament at Glory 39 Brussels, a 2-time world Muay Thai champion.
You can call
64.2 for Pet Panamroon. And Robin van Roosmalen out of the Netherlands holds the distinction of being a former champion in both the featherweight and the lightweight division, and is here to recapture that belt. 37-7 with 21 career knockouts. Poker face, 13-3 in the Glory ring. 64.7 for Van Roosmalen.
Ruben van Roosmalen, you told me it's basically a home fight for you. Your gym is right across the street from the arena. What does it mean for you to be fighting in your hometown?
It's something special to me. Like, it's fighting in my own gym, basically, just in another venue. But, I can't wait.
You're fighting another Thai fighter. You've faced this style before. What do you need to do to be victorious on Saturday?
Don't go let it get to the judges and knock them out.
He wants a knockout. We'll see if he gets it done Saturday night, everybody. Ruben van Roosmalen.
By the way, I told you, and everyone knows this, that Ruben is a former lightweight and featherweight champion. He told us yesterday now he might have his sights on a welterweight belt. So he says anything that's interesting for him. He gets a little bored sometimes. So don't be surprised in the near future if he starts looking at a third belt in Glory. And then we wrap up the evening with our main event of the evening. It is a 5-round non-title super fight between Ismail Lazar and Rico Verhoeven. Lazar to the scales first, fighting out of Morocco, 32-1 with 15 knockouts. The Star, winner of 4 of his last 5 fights. 121.7 for Lazar. Career wins over Thomas Van Est and Daniel Sam, a former super heavyweight champion. And the crown king of kickboxing, Rico Verhoeven, our current reigning champion, steps in on this non-title bout. 50 wins with 10 losses, 13-1 in Glory, and of course, well documented, a 12-fight Glory win streak dating all the way back to 2013.
Show us what you got when Rico makes the beat.
116 even for Rico Verhoeven.
We're here with the challenger, Ismail Lazar. You're getting a shot of a lifetime against Rico Verhoeven. What was your reaction when they called you and said, do you want to fight the king of kickboxing?
I said yes.
You're all smiles. You have such a great personality, but what happens once you step inside the ring?
We get real serious. I come take care of business.
And what's your prediction? How will this fight end on Saturday night?
We see Saturday night.
All right. Ismail Lazar. And now Glory's world heavyweight champion, Rico Verhoeven. Ismail Lazar certainly does not look the part of being a dangerous challenger for you, but he does pack a lot of power. What concerns you the most about him?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's he's small, and people say, yeah, he's small and he's fat, so how can he fight? But this guy, he knows the kickboxing game, so we definitely take him serious.
And what does it mean for you to fight in Den Bosch? I know it's right near your hometown. You're going to have a lot of friends and family there.
Yeah, definitely. It's in my backyard, so what I think is special is Glory is a world product, and we already been to Amsterdam, and now we're in Den Bosch in the Brabant Halle, so it's amazing.
All right, well, good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
Rico Verhoeven, everybody.
It all happens tomorrow night, Brabant Holland, Den Bosch. Lazar says he's going to shock the world, and it is a fantastic night of heavyweight action, once again brought to you by the world's premier kickboxing organization, Glory. We hope you'll be there with us, Brabant Holland Den Bosch, tomorrow night. So, Holland, it's time for Glory!